nego ka nwa n'ime kama manarụ nego ka nwa n'ime kama ụmụnne m ji ataba abụbụ na anarụ m ego rie ka nwa n'ime gidere m Ebube Mounso Fada Ebube Mounso ọbụla ọjagbuo ile akwa eji mara ndị Igbo wee kọwara Igbo be ahịa akụkọ.
This video is to remind you all that a lot of people still love our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So my fellow Biafrans, just take home to your time and listen to this popular native doctor and see what he said concerning our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and the Reverend Father Ebube Mounso. So if you know that what I'm doing, that you like everything about me, you like my content and you like what I'm doing on this social media space, please follow me carefully and listen to him. After watching this video, please comment and also share opinion in the comment section, because your opinion matters a lot. If you see wetin this our brother talk in this video, my brother, it go shock you. Just watch this video and also drop your own opinion in the comment section. Let us know what you think about it.
O nwere ibe mbụrụ tata ọmụ wee ju m obi enegidere m Ebube Mounso Fada Ebube Mounso ọbụla ọjagbuo ile akwa eji mara ndị Igbo wee kọwara Igbo be ahịa akụkọ. Ọ kọgidere akụkọ ọnwa ọṅụ wee ju m obi n'aka m ji igwe Igbo be anyị nke anyị bụ nke anyị unu akọchazi na Ebube Mounso na nke anyị bụ nke anyị. Nwachukwu gwara ka ọ bịa n'ụwa na oje ji n'aba Jizọs wee rụbara onwe ya ọrụ. Ọ bịa n'ụwa mebe ibe chi ego iri ya ozi chi edu irie ka ọ na-eje onye akọchaziri na-enye ọ bụrụgodị na o nwere ka o siri were kwa ubi ọnụ ya. Ebube Mounso ọkwa mmadụ ka ọ bụ Igbo nke anyị bụ nke anyị anyị ejizinenu nke anwa Chukwu nyere anyị were gbarụba bọọlụ. Ka m bịa n'okwu bụ okwu gowon unu amakwa na ọ bụrụ m wụ gowon wee ibere onwe nje eme m ọ bụrụ na ọ mụ wụ gowon wee ibere onwe nje eme m gowon na ibere na wee mie ọkwa ọgụ ka anụbara nụcha polisi gowon tigidi Igbo buchasịcha onye nwere nnukwu ego n'ọba ego ya o jeje ka o jeburu ego n'ọba ego ya ọ wuru 20 pounds. Polisi gowon 20 pounds ka ekebere Igbo kechaba ndị nwere nnukwu ego ruzie kaba were ego be na ụwa dị nkwọrọ no ndị anwa anaghị egbu n'agha jeziri kaba were ego be BP gwere ugwu ụwọdị ndị nwere nnukwu ego jezie n'ọba ego kaba were ego be ruzie na ọbụ 20 pounds ka ekwuru eji enyebe ụwọdị ka BP gburu banwụrụ ụwọdị na-ana n'ụzọ danwụruo ụwọdị buru ibe niile baji eke odoguti na banki ka ejewerire ruzie polisi gowon were mee ibe ba wee bụrụ onye nwụrụ anwụ. Chukwu wee ṅụọ iyi na gowon ji adị ndụ ka ọ na-enezie na ọ bụghị ya bụ Chukwu na osisi ahụ atụrụ anya ọdụda na o nwere ike ruo echi ọ rụzie na ọ bụ osisi ahụ ji enye ndụ na ọ bụ osisi ahụ ji echekwa ụwa na ọ bụ osisi ahụ ka ụwa ji agbabebe aka n'ime ya egwu zuru ike. Unu abụ na ndị anyere 20 pounds abụrụ eze Lagos na-ata ndị anyere 20 pounds na-ekpochi mmiri bụrụ na olu dịkọ n'ime ya. Abuja bebe na-ata na Kano bebe wakwa ndị enyere 20 pounds na-ekpochizi mmiri rụwa nnukwu ụlọ. Unu abụ na mmadụ abụrụ Chukwu ọkwa ya ka m hụrụ ya na mmiri ụbọchị ebe ọ na-apịdọrị ọnụ ya. Chukwu kwuru na o ji adị ndụ ka o doo ya anya na osisi ahụ atụrụ anya ọdụda nọ ya mechara bụrụ mmanwụ nye aka njirigbo Igbo be anyị ka anyị hapụzi iji aka anyị were mee onwe anyị, ka anyị hapụ iji aka anyị were kodoba nwanne anyị, ka anyị hapụ ịdị ka ọnụ akọrọ anyị adịrị egbuwe m. Gowon mere anyị ajọ ibe, gowon mere anyị ncha, gowon mere anyị arụ, mana ọ mazighị na Igbo si na agbụrụ siri ike n'Igbo were bịa ụwa. O nwere ibe ngwarụ ndị Igbo kedu onye ji anụtara anyị? O nweghị onye kwuru okwu, onye ọbụla zoo onwe ya ọ wụrụ so ofu onye ka ekwere nkwa ibe niile ekwere ndị ọzọ okwechiri na meje uweri bụlaịbụ na meje uweri bụlaịbụ kama mma nara unu ego ka nwa n'ime Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwurie n'ọnụ ya kama nje anara unu ego ka nwa n'ime kama manarụ n'ego ka nwa n'ime kama ụmụnne m ga-ataba abụbụ na anarụ m ego rie ka m nwụrụ n'ime ekwene nkwa izizi na ọ jụrụ ajụ kwe nkwa ibua Nnamdi Kanu jụrụ ajụ kwenye nkwa ịtọ kwenye nkwa ịnọ pa niile na ọ jụrụ ya ajụ kedu ihe ọ chọrọ nyenụ m ụmụnne nke anyị na ka anyị jemezie ebe anyị siri ndị ekwesị jukwa n'ime ya na-agwakwa onye nọ n'ime mgba alabachikwa unu ntị.
This news I'm making today, it concerns everybody, both Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, everybody that is not a bandit. Gente, pay attention so that you hear me. I'm not going to scream, I'm not going to shout, but I'm going to go straight into the news. This is coming from American news channel. According to the news channel, they said that some Americans have come out to tell their Congress to begin to sanction all the governments, all the agencies that the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using to sponsor terrorism. Listen again. I know after making this video, these people might look for a way to track me down, but I have to say the truth. According to this American news channel, they said that they are requesting for their Congress people to begin to dismantle, let me use the word they use, to begin to dismantle all the channels, all the organizations that the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the ex-government were using to sponsor terrorism. And everybody that is involved in terrorism in Nigeria, that they are telling them that they should go after them and bring them out. Let them fish them out and bring them to justice. This is coming from American news channel. I'm going to go on and read it, but let's go straight and talk about the last paragraph. The last paragraph said, sanction demanded. Faced with this situation, the authors of the report call on the U.S. Congress to maintain Nigerian CPC. You know, on December, America designated Nigeria as a CPC, as a country of particular concern. That CPC happened during December. They designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And after that designation, Nigeria have been running up and down to make sure that they stop the whole thing and that they, clear their face in all the parts of the world to make sure that that designation is removed. That particular thing made them to go and be lobbying in. Let me continue with the last paragraph. They said, faced with this situation, the author of this report called on the U.S. Congress to maintain Nigerian CPC designations and to use the Global Magnitsky Act to freeze the asset. Listen, to freeze the asset of individuals who finance this cover-up, particularly certain officials in the Ministry of Finance and Executive at Marathon Engineering. All those people that are responsible for all this banditry, because all these bandits, they are not working alone. If they are working alone, they will not have the level of arms that they have, that they use to terrorize people. Let's go straight and talk about the news from where it started. According to them, they said, this is coming from Sky News, they said, millions of dollars to cover up genocide. Meetings between Bola Tinubu, President of Nigeria, and Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. President of the European Commission. There is a meeting that went on between the President of Nigeria and the President of European Commission. So in that meeting, a lot of things happened, and I'm going to explain everything in a way that you will understand. So the only thing you will do for me is when you come across this video, there is a very big vital information in this particular news. According to them, they said, since the United States officials designated Nigeria as a country of special concern, CSC, in January 2025, due to religious persecution, the government of President Bola Tinubu has been waging an unprecedented diplomatic and media offensive. This is revealed in a report recently published by the organization International Christian Concern, ICC, authored by researchers Justin Joseph. They say that ever since the United States of America designated Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his people have been running up and down to make sure that they clear their face, okay? So according to them, they said the document draw on data from the civil rights organization Inter-Society to paint a damning pictures. Listen, to paint a damning pictures. Since 2009, at least 1,950 Nigerians have been died because of their religion, including approximately 128,750 Christians in the first 78 days of 2026 alone. State-supported or tolerated jihadist groups are eliminated to have killed at least 1,050 Christians and kidnapped 1,690 others. Furthermore, more than 19,500 Christian churches have been burnt or destroyed since 2009, including over 400 in the last 16 months. They are telling us things that Nigerian government have allowed to happen. And after all these things, after all the unaliving, all the beheading, did you see the amount, the level of numbers these people mentioned that have been died? Even this number is too small to compare the number of people that was died, that was killed in Nigeria. And they are still doing, they are still doing, even as we are talking now, some communities are running. I continue. Faced with the reality of fact, Nigeria's strong man chose denial. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, listen. Nigeria's strong man chose denial during a state visit to London, Kekwanti. He claimed to Prime Minister Keir Starmer that the violence in his country was entirely due to climate change and Sahelian instability, a speech that the report described as a calculated horse. A $10 million life factory to impose this narrative on the international stage. They are saying that these people use $10 million to claim their name in the international stage. This is coming from an American news channel. And they are telling their Congress people to make sure that all those people responsible. So Tinubu's this thing is at stake. His face is at stake, and every other person's, they are at stake. I continue. To impose this narrative on the international stage, the Tinubu government set up a network of influence group for about $10 million intended to neutralize pressure from the U.S. Congress, whitewash the regime's image. They used $10 million to cover up in order to, stop the Congress from talking about the unaliving, the beheading of Christians in Nigeria. This is coming from United States of America news channel. At the heart of this scheme is Matt Moas, a former senior White House advisor specializing in the fight against the Islamic State, ISIS. His company, Volcor LLC, was registered as a foreign agent on December 30th, 2025, just 2 months after Nigeria was designated a country of particular concern, CPC, for a fee of $120 per month. The report highlights the irony of seeing a Republican official now defending a regime accused of massacring Christians. When I told you people that something was going on, something was fishy. Something was fishing, because when Ralimo started talking about Nigeria, the pressure was, it was given. All of a sudden, everybody, everywhere went down. There is another strategy they used. The moment they designated Nigeria, this man, they said his name is Matt Moa, went and opened another organization they use to push whatever they want to push in order to continue the unaliving, and again to cover up the face of America, people that will be working in order to stop everything that Congress people want to do about this particular genocide that is going on. The key player, however, remains the DCI group, AZFM, hired for $9 million over 6 months, $9 million over 6 months to conduct strategic communications on the situations of Christians in Nigeria. This person they hired, they are paying him $9 million to be the one that will be telling the Americans, telling them this is what is going on in Nigeria. When something is happening, this person that they have paid $9 million will be seeing another thing, not because he's not seeing what is going on, because they have already paid him. Okay, this is coming. I'm just trying to interpret what is in this particular news. This is coming from an American news channel. Okay, I continue. Strategic communications on the situation of Christians in Nigeria. Other players include BGR, Government Affairs, the Adoni Advisory Group, tasked with the drafting letters sent to congressional subcommittees, and several subcontractors that obscures the financial details. Oil for surveillance. The traceability of the funds revealed a particularly troubling mechanism. Mowers is paid by the Marathon Engineering Nigeria Limited. Listen, let me read here again. Oil for silence. Oil for silence. The traceability of the funds reveals a particular troubling mechanism. Mowers is paid by Marathon Engineering Nigeria Limited, a company linked to Tantica Security Service, a company that monitors oil pipelines in the Niger Delta, and was recently awarded a multi-billion naira Nigeria currency government contracts. In other words, the revenue generated from oil contracts is used to finance lobbying that politically protects those who benefit from them. A security for silence loop, according to the report authors. A global disinformation strategy. This strategy is not limited to Washington. Listen, that in whatever that Nigeria is doing to stop them from knowing the truth, that is not limiting them. No matter who they pay, no matter how they pay them, that is not limiting them. That they are seeing everything that is going on. They know the strategy that Nigeria is using to come. Okay. Lobbyists have organized disinformation season in the British Parliament and at European Union institutions. European parliamentary delegations have also complained that their interests were being controlled by government officials to keep them away from the Middle Belt region. Do you hear? Okay. Let me explain what is going on. This American news channel said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled after American designated Nigeria as a CPC, country, as a country of particular concern. Nigerian president traveled and went and meet with the president of a European Union, and they had an agreement. When they were questioning him first, he said that there is nothing like unlifing, there is nothing like beheading in Nigeria. That everything that is happening is just, let me just say, they said is a coincidence, but we all know what they said. So after then, they opened a particular company that they will be using to cover up the face of the Americans from seeing what is going on. Like getting some people that will stand out and be saying, this is what we find out. These are the delegates from America that will be passing information from Nigeria to America. And they paid those people $9 million. Okay, they paid them $9 million to pass this information to American Congress in order to remove their eyes from what is going on. Okay, and now the Americans themselves are saying that in Washington, D.C., that they already have people that is monitoring what is going on in Nigeria. So those people that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his people brought in order to cover up what is going on, to whitewash, according to them. They use the language whitewash, to whitewash what is going on and make them pure. Do you understand? In Washington, D.C., that they know every strategy Nigeria is using. And the Washington, D.C., they have people that is also giving them information. They are trying to tell Tinubu. They have people that are giving them information. Something is about to happen. Yeah, something is about to happen. And they are telling the American Congress to sanction and to bring down every organization they are using to finance this particular terrorism going on in Nigeria. And every company that is working with Nigeria and every individual working with Nigeria because of this genocide, they want them to bring them down. This is the news I saw from American News Channel. What do you think about this news? I think something is about to happen. If you remember, yesterday they begin to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. All of a sudden, from nowhere, they begin to talk about something is about to happen. These people are more interested